As we continue around St. Mary's, the next spot I would like to show you is the St. Mary's Public Library. It is located directly here on our right, and you can see the front of it there. As we continue through St. Mary's, away from downtown, in front of us we see Trout Creek, which is the river that merges with the Thames River at the flats to cascade over the Little Falls. Directly in front of us is Miltdunnel Field, also known as the Flats, a well-known gathering place in St. Mary's. This is where we have our fair. Also during the winter time, you can see that they're starting to install lights. St. Mary's is known for its amazing Christmas light display, which lights up the whole area down here in the winter time. They seem to add new features every year, and they're keeping it very current, and it's really enjoyable. So if you are from the area and have a chance this winter to take a drive to St. Mary's, tour around the flats, see the lights that they've worked so hard to put together, I'm sure you would enjoy it. Like many other things in St. Mary's, there are a number of unique shops for shopping, wonderful food, wonderful eateries, friendly people, and many other things that are appreciated for people looking for a day trip or a little getaway. I'm not sure if you can see it, but directly in front of us, up in the sky, you'll see the Sarnia Bridge. This bridge used to be used by train traffic, but was reconditioned to serve as a walking bridge. Let's see if I can get a better angle for you here. So this is Lions Park down by the flats, but off in the distance you can see the Sarnia Bridge. This is the location for the Grand Trunk Trail. If you've heard of the Grand Trunk Trail, it's a walking trail that goes around St. Mary's. It also goes over this bridge. The original date of construction on this bridge was 1858. It's now a community walkway and was started as part of a historic Grand Trunk Railway. In 1858, the Grand Trunk Trail reached the small village of St. Mary's from Toronto and points further east. From here, the line went west to Sarnia and then on the other side of the border from Port Huron to Chicago. When the railway builders arrived in St. Mary's in the mid-1950s, the major challenge for both structural engineers and contractors was the erection of two high railway bridges. One was needed to cross the Thames River, which is this one here. The other took a spur line to London across Trout Creek. Both require a row of massive stone pillars to support the girders and tracks. These immediately became landmarks in St. Mary's and are still known as the Sarnia Bridge or the London Bridge today. The Via Rail continues to operate on the line to London over Trout Creek. However, it has abandoned this line that we're currently looking at to Sarnia, which was abandoned in 1989, placing the future of the wonderful Sarnia Bridge in doubt. In 1995, the town of St. Mary's was able to purchase the Sarnia Bridge from the Canadian National Railway, as well as the rights of way within town limits along the abandoned line. A citizens committee was formed in June 1996 to work towards transforming this old railway line into a trail for everyone to enjoy, for residents and visitors alike. At the time that the bridge was constructed, people had the opportunity to buy little plaques and put their family name or in memory of someone up on the bridge. And to this day, on most of the boards up there, you'll see that people did participate in this and have added their names to this bridge to be forever part of St. Mary's history. We will continue on from here and see what other great sights St. Mary's has to offer. Off to our right, you can see the Thames River. A number of people enjoy kayaking or waterboarding here during the warmer months. They also have an annual Evans Touch the Truck event where young kids can come and see farm equipment and transport trucks and construction equipment and pretty much anything that would excite a young child or a grown man, that is for sure. St. Mary's prides itself on its parks as well, taking very good care of the trees and greenery around the area to encourage people to get outdoors and enjoy. Directly in front of us, past that large weeping willow, is the bridge that crosses Main Street, or allows Main Street to cross the rivers. To the far left of that bridge, you can barely see the mill race that would actually run through that area to power the mills at the time. In fact, right where the wall meets that green railing is where the water still flows to this day through the mill race. In front of us is an old creamery. It was used many, many years ago for dairy production. For the past 20 plus years, it has been converted into a local tavern and hot spot for this area. This is also a well-known bridge in St. Mary's, a one-way bridge, so you do have to sit and wait for traffic to go through on one side if they're coming from the other direction. As mentioned earlier, on the right, you can see the old Opera House and the limestone buildings constructed out of it. This is no longer an opera house anymore. It is basically used as apartments and shops. Across the street is also some historical limestone buildings. You can see the architecture is very similar at the time. We're just going to pause here for a moment as I sit at a light. We'll take one last look, looking up Queen Street, which is Main Street, St. Mary's. You can see off to the left in the distance the Town Hall, the Clock Tower, and the other historical buildings of the town. As we venture off Main Street, we head towards the Baseball Hall of Fame, the quarry, and the cement plant. Also, areas that are well known for this community. Pause as the road is a bit bumpy, and I'll join you in a minute. Here we are entering the parking lot for the Baseball Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame is currently closed right now, but I can bring you here to give you a look at what we have going on. Here is the building. Inside houses memorabilia and various other items. Off in the distance, you can see the number of baseball diamonds that were constructed. Not only for the community, but also for the Baseball Hall of Fame itself and in the events that they may have. As I stated, St. Marys is home to the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame was moved to St. Marys from Toronto in 1994 and opened in 1998. It is dedicated to preserving Canadians' baseball heritage. Since opening, 75 members, 46 players, 23 builders, 4 honorary teams have been inducted. It includes professional baseball players, amateurs, builders, and honorary members who have helped popularize the sport in Canada. There are thousands of artifacts on display in the museum, including Fergie Jenkins and Larry Walker memorabilia. Artifacts from Canada's 2 major league franchises, the Toronto Blue Jays and Montreal Expos, a Babe Ruth collection, a large display on all current MLB Canadians, and a tribute to the Canadian women who played in an All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. Also on this site are the 4 ball fields that we were looking at. Directly this way. Including the St. Marys Cement Field, Rotary Field, King Field, and the 3rd Field. All of these fields are constructed between 1998 and 2014. Over 900 events are held on each site each year, including Major League Baseball tryout camps and the World Junior Exhibition Games. St. Marys is also known for other sports. It's known for hockey, as this is the town of the St. Marys Lincolns, which are a member of the OHA, the Junior B Hockey Association, now Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League. They play their home games at the Pyramid Rec Center. Prior Lincoln teams who played at the NHL are Terry Crisp, Don Lucci, Lonnie Loach, Mark Bell, Stephen Shields, and others. So, if you do get a chance to come into St. Marys, I encourage you to stop by the Baseball Hall of Fame. If you're a baseball fan, you never know what you might see or who you might run into when you're here.